Daily Heavenly Manna, September 13th. The chosen text from Psalms 133, verses 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Like our Lord, let us seek to be peacemakers and to dwell together with all the brethren in the unity of the Spirit, in the bonds of the peace. Let our activities, our combativeness, etc., be engaged against the great enemy and all the works of the sin, including those in our members. Our own fallen flesh, we and all the brethren will thus find a sufficient engagement for every combative element of our nature, in ways well pleasing to the Lord, and employment for every lovable and helpful quality we possess, in building one another up and doing good unto all men as we have opportunity, especially to the household of faith. Reprint number 3246. Amen.
You know, that feeling when people just click, when things are harmonious, everyone gets along, it feels, oh, good. Pleasant even.
It really does. There's this sort of universal desire for that, for unity.
Yeah, exactly. And today, we're doing a deep dive into that very idea, drawing from a text called Daily Heavenly Manna, September 13th.
Ah, okay. And that one takes its core thought from Psalm 133, verse 1, doesn't it?
It does. It quotes, "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity." Such a powerful statement.
Absolute fundamental.
So our mission today is, well, to unpack this, to explore what real unity looks like according to this text, and maybe uncovers a surprising angle on where our energy, even our combative side, should actually be directed.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's get into it.
So where does the text start us off?
Right away, it calls us to be, and I'm quoting here, peacemakers, and to dwell together with all the brethren in the unity of the Spirit, in the bonds of peace.
Peacemakers. That sounds straightforward enough, very positive.
It does. It sets a clear goal, unity through peace.
But then, here's where it gets, well, really interesting for me. The text starts talking about our activities, our combativeness, etc.
Right. That part. It doesn't say suppress it, does it?
I know. It asks where that energy should go.
Yeah.
If we're aiming for peace, what do we do with this, fighting spirit we seem to have naturally?
And the redirection it offers is, I think, quite profound. It clearly states that our combativeness should be engaged against the great enemy and all the works of sin.
The great enemy and sin.
Including those in our members, our own fallen flesh. So it's not necessarily about fighting other people.
Okay, hold on. Our own fallen flesh, that means our own internal stuff, like our weaknesses, our pride, maybe impatience.
Exactly that. Our internal failings, those tendencies that pull us away from goodness. And the great enemy could be seen as, well, the broader forces of division and negativity in the world, and certainly sin itself.
So the idea is, true unity starts when we recognize a common enemy. But that enemy isn't each other, it's sin and our own internal struggles.
That seems to be the core insight, yeah. It shifts the battlefield inward and outward against actual evil, rather than between brethren.
That's a huge shift because, let's be honest, when conflict arises, it's so easy to see the other person as the problem, right? As the adversary.
Oh, absolutely. That's the default, isn't it? Externalizing blame.
So how does the text suggest we actually do that? How do we redirect that combative energy inward or against sin instead of at the person who annoyed us 5 minutes ago?
Well, it suggests this redirection provides, and again I'm quoting, sufficient engagement for every combative element of our nature.
Sufficient engagement, meaning it gives that part of us something worthwhile to do.
Exactly. It satisfies that drive, but in ways the text says are well-pleasing to the Lord. Instead of trying to squash that fighting spirit, you channel it.
Like harness it.
Yeah, harness it for self-improvement or to stand against genuine wrongdoing rather than letting it fuel interpersonal conflict. It becomes a constructive force.
Okay, that makes sense. Fighting the right battles, essentially.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But it's not just about redirecting the negative. The text brings in the positive side, too.
Right, there's more to it.
Definitely. It emphasizes employment for every lovable and helpful quality we possess.
Ah, so the flip side.
Yes. In building one another up and doing good unto all men as we have opportunity, especially to the household of faith.
Building each other up, doing good. So it's active, positive effort as well. Not just stopping the bad fights, but starting good actions.
It's a dual strategy. You actively combat the internal and external forces of division, sin, weakness, and you actively use your positive traits, love, helpfulness, to strengthen connections and support others.
Both fighting against something and building towards something.
That's a great way to put it. Fight against sin, build up the brethren.
So when we bring this all together, what's the takeaway for you listening? What does this picture of unity look like in practice?
It suggests unity isn't passive. It's not just wishing everyone got along.
It's something you actively build.
Right, by being really intentional, really wise about where your energy goes, channeling that combative drive constructively and pouring out your compassionate, helpful side.
Strategic peacemaking almost.
I like that. Strategic peacemaking. This deep dive, looking at that commentary, really offers that kind of strategy. Become peacemakers by fighting the right battles against sin, internal and external, and by actively using your good qualities to lift everyone up.
Okay, so here's a final thought, maybe something provocative for you to chew on this week.
Lay it on us.
How might things change if you consciously shifted the focus of your battles this week? Away from maybe simmering conflicts with people and toward your own internal growth, or towards contributing to the collective good around you. What could that shift actually do for the unity in your own life, your relationships, your community?
That's a powerful challenge. It really asks you to be a deliberate architect of harmony, doesn't it?
Exactly, something to think about.